Hello Gemini, and welcome to the Allegory. I am your fellow Gemini tarot and oracle card reader. I read intuitively. My name's Erin if you've not been here before, and we are going to be doing your mid-August love check-in. What do you need to know right now? I'm feeling Grecian vibes, so maybe you guys are holidaying in Greece. I've been recently, but by pure chance today I really felt the need to wear this Medusa pin that I got from the creator of the Elysian Tarot, which is a Greek goddess deck. My second clarifying deck, I've got the Aphrodite deck, which is again more Greek gods and goddesses. Yesterday I picked up the Odyssey, and I looked at 4 different translations to find one that I felt rang a bell, and this one by Emily Wilson with these amazing cut edges. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's just really, really beautiful start. So I'm going to try and read this. I tried reading it when I was about 18, thinking, oh, cool, Greek myths and all that jazz, and it's quite a tome, quite a book, but I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into that. And people have been mentioning Medusa to me. When I mentioned that book to someone yesterday, they're like, oh, Stone Blind, a Haynes novel about Medusa. And so I just feel like there's a message in Medusa. Look her up, but obviously she is the young priestess who was turned to stone by Athena, Greek goddess, for being too beautiful, essentially. And now everyone that Medusa looks at turns to stone. So maybe there's this element of a little bit of resting bee face, where perhaps it's time to simmer down with the pythons, lop them away for a little bit, tie them up, and just get amongst it, Gemini. And speaking of getting amongst it, I want you to know that as someone with so much integrity, and I give the tarot cards give a lot of advice, and quite often there is elements of leap of faith. Take the chance, tell someone that you like them, what are you waiting for, life's too short, all that kind of stuff that does come up in these readings. And I really do believe that we should. To keep you updated on that crush situation that I've been alluding to over the last few months, I took a leap of faith last weekend and I crashed and burned without a ripcord. I'm in the friend paddock apparently, despite all the good things. Has he reached out? No. No, he's not, despite us being really strong friends, strong connections. And have I seen him? Yes, because we're in the same large corporate office building during the day. But there you go, that's my update. But I want you to put some updates below. If this resonates, say how it resonates. If you've asked someone out recently, it's gone really well, we want to hear about it, we want to build up this collective. If you're feeling a little bit lonely and it's been a minute in between dates or relationships, then please share that. Share your energy, share your stories. I really want this to be a gorgeous collective where we can all support each other. Now, that is enough preamble. Without further ado, let's do your mid-monthly love reading check-in. I'm going to be pulling from an oracle deck to start with, just to see what sort of message is there for you. They're going to pull 3 cards from the Elysian Tarot over here, and then I'm going to clarify with the Aphrodite deck over here. And at the very end, we're going to use the Light Whispers affirmation cards from Aaron Smith, also fellow Gemini astrologer and tarot card reader. I will link his bits and pieces below because it's really nice to support small businesses. Actually, all of these are all small business creators, or 3 women and 1 man, so I'll put that below because I think it's really important we support people who are creating art from love and joy and desire rather than feeling the need to. Also, obviously getting lots of clarity. We need clarity. There's something about clarity. We've got clear quartz here that I was called to put on both cards today. So someone really needs to know what the F is going on and getting that clear advice. I really hope there's something here for you today. But let's kick off our reading. Let's take a look. What is your oracle card message for Gemini mid-August? Love reading. What is your oracle message? What do you need to know, my gems? And if this message ever resonates, please like and pop a comment below and subscribe all to the channel. Okay, we have the Gift. Interesting. I also want to see the bottom of the deck, but I won't go into too much on what's on the bottom of the deck. We have Weaving Flowers. All right, so the Gift I get instantly, I'm getting Christmas. I'm getting Swan Lake. Hi, actually Aaron, the astrologer tarot card reader, is also a ballet dancer and is going to be dancing with the Zurich Ballet and doing the Nutcracker. But I'm getting Swan Lake, I'm getting Christmas, I'm getting a gift, I'm getting unrequited love, actually, gems. I'm getting perhaps someone comes in just as you've given up at Christmas. Now I know Christmas is quite a way away. I don't have a countdown on my my calendar on my phone yet, but if we've got, what we got, August, September, October, November, December. So we've got about 4.5 months, about 16-ish weeks. If you do have a calendar and you do count it down, pop it in the comments below for people. But I'm definitely getting there's something coming at Christmas that is just, I think it's going to make you quite emotional. It's going to be unrequited for those who have, like myself, attempted and not been able to get that choice. But I definitely feel this nostalgia element, something coming in, something just almost bittersweet. Like perhaps if it's something that's taken a while, the fact that it's taken so long takes away from the gorgeousness of the offer. But the idea is to keep your heart and mind open. Don't be Medusa. Don't give them that wonderful Gemini mum stare where it just cuts people before you've even used your words. You know what I'm talking about, Gems. You know you're so good at just taking one look at someone and just stalling them, just stopping them in their tracks. Let's not be Medusa. Let's be open to unrequited love and new love and opportunities at Christmas there. And then with the second card, I'm getting weaving flowers. So this is really about all these ideas. I'm going to say it's about being open to all the little nuanced things that you would normally miss. And you're normally going to miss them because you can see she's got her head turned down. It looks like she's wearing this hat. But if you see, this hat is actually this giant blooming, blossoming, almost like a poppy flower. And so perhaps you're in this daze, we know that poppies were used to create opium, so there could be an element of dazed or being confused or being uncertain, or perhaps you're a little bit of a space cadet and not delving into your Gemini strengths of intuition. But there's definitely something here about pulling all those ideas together, recognizing all those signs and synchronicities with the weaving flowers and being creative with it. But let's just take a look at what Katrin Bites says about the gift, and then we'll pull your tarot cards, okay? I always want to say what my intuitive message is and then what how she's intended the message to come across for you. Okay, so with the gift card, we have whimsy, excitement, curiosity, and, you guessed it, gift. Under a snowy sky, a woman with her feathered hair holds a little box. What is inside the box? What's in the box? You know that SNL skit, and I'm also thinking Brad Pitt in was it the 7 Deadly Sins as well with Gwyneth Paltrow. If you haven't seen it, both very different references. I'll see if I can find links to put in there for you so you can get the vibe, but definitely what is in the box is two very different themes going on there. We don't know for sure, but it seems to be a gift. Simple on the outside, but perhaps magical within. We can only imagine what would happen if we could tug the string and peer inside. Would it be the fulfillment of an old wish? Definitely getting that nostalgia thing coming through, right? Remember the curiosity we had before opening presents, the magical space between dreams and truth. A gift reminds us of the excitement we have in these special moments. What a lovely message for your August love reading. Now let's take a look. What do you need to know in love, Gemini? 3 cards and then we'll clarify. What does Gemini need to know in love in August? Oh, Gem. I've got slight goosebumps, not quite goosebumps. Ooh, Ace of Cups, Justice. Let's go one more. What does Gem need to know in the month of August? 8 of Cups. Okay. Interesting. Ace of Coins, bottom of the deck. So overall kind of energy of completely new opportunities coming in. Opportunities that have maybe really taken a while. Well, now you've got 2 aces, which is huge. We've only pulled 4 cards. And you've got 1 major arcana, 2 aces, and then the 8 of Cups, which I think is a very empowering card for anyone to receive. But you've got the Ace of Coins, which is your Ace of Pentacles. I'm being really drawn to this egg kind of shape down here and this new beginning. But also we've got this turtle. We all know that turtles are obviously quite slow creatures, but I'm also getting their homing. That when a turtle hatches on a beach, it goes off into the ocean, but it will come back to that same beach year on year to nest its own eggs and create its own new family. So this could be this idea of letting something go, knowing it can come back to you, but it will come back to you in such strength. Now, I know the aces are completely new in Deus Ex Machina, but I can't help but be drawn to that intuitive message I'm getting about this turtle. Now, some of you may be in tropical environments, you may have a special association with turtles. Not to mention the turtle also protects itself. So perhaps this is a new connection with someone who's in hermit mode, in Virgo mode, and they've been protecting themselves. That's also, you know, an earth sign card like the Ace of Coins. But there's something that maybe when the turtle is finally ready, when this opportunity happens, it's just sudden and the turtle pops out. You know, I'm not thinking Ninja Turtles, but now I am thinking Ninja Turtles, and maybe there's a little bit of a huzzah, here I am, I've taken time out sort of moment, and perhaps you thought it'd never come, and so that's why it's an ace, because it's quite surprising. Then you've got the Ace of Cups. Now, the fact that we're doing a love reading and your first card that came out was the Ace of Cups is the hand of God, is something surprising, sudden, and new, and just wish fulfillment in terms of love. You have new love coming in. You have new love that's going to bring you balance, new love that could potentially end in marriage with the Justice card here. Justice also represents the sign of Libra, so this could be something coming into Libra season, which is we're still a few months out from, or this could be someone where you've got a very balanced relationship where you can trust your intuition. Lady Liberty here has her eyes closed, but she has this center of truth with this sword that runs right down her sternum. So core values are truth, but then there's a balance. The balance on either side, and there's a bit of magic, and there's a bit of majesty there with that gorgeous crown. So I'm getting this idea of justice and things turning around and coming in your favor. We can see there's a serpent that's kind of snaked its way all up her arms, and it links those two scales. So there's definitely this element of balance and harmony, transformation and growth and renewal. We see these vines going up her legs like these gorgeous gladiator sandals. So there's definitely something about this, but it's also trusting your gut. She's blindfolded, so she's going with her feelings, she's going with what feels right and what she wants to achieve. So she is in just because I'm looking at the card and it's a feminine figure, not because you necessarily identify as being female. Then we get the funky Eight of Cups. Now, this could be the recognition that you need to walk away from what you think love is. Perhaps this is such a this is obviously something new because you've got your two aces here. Perhaps this is such a gorgeous new beginning. You have to let go of all your baggage and your past hurts in order to receive this and receive it fairly and treat others fairly. I was listening to Minopon Tarot last night and it was really great, really resonated. He said that, you know, often people say that the next person that they're going to date has to be amazing and they're going to make them jump through all these hoops and really prove their love. And he's like, why would you do that? Why would you punish someone for all your past hurts and past pains? You're not perfect. Have you let go of all your baggage? So I'm getting that this is more the idea of letting go of baggage, letting go of past hurts in order to be in a receiving energy, to be able to welcome in this new love. This could be also something related with work. The fact that we've got the pentacles and the coins here, something very grounded and very earthy. But let's clarify for you, Gemini. Let's find out what's this Ace of Cups? What can we know about from the deck? We've got Six of Cups, soulmate connections, reunions. We are still in a Mercury retrograde, a couple more days, but there could be someone coming back from the past. But I feel like this is a new thing, but someone maybe you feel like you've known forever. Let's take a look. Ace of Cups. What is the Ace of Cups for Gem? Okay, we've got Queen of Coins. So someone who is very nurturing, very caring, very stable. Could be someone who's quite wealthy. Again, earth energy, so Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Let's go one more. And the Four of Coins. So someone who, I'm getting the message that maybe they're a bit of a miser with their money. And you heard my tone on that because I've dealt with that before and it's such an absolute turn off. Not that I'm asking if someone to be flamboyant, but it's the idea who just penny pinch the whole time. It's actually fucking exhausting. If you do that, why not put yourself in a space where you've set your budget and you're uncomfortable with what you're spending and that's it. Okay, let's just be positive with our money and call in more. But someone who might be a little bit of a miser, someone who holds treasures from the past, maybe someone who's recently getting out of a relationship but you meet and they can't help but want to connect with you. Let's get this card that's poking. Magician, there we go, more earth energy. That is Gemini Libra, and Aquarius. Let me just push these up so you can see. So Magician energy, that's you, Gem. That's someone that you're manifesting and calling in, and also represents Gemini because it's a planet of Mercury that rules both signs. But it's someone that you are calling in. It's someone that you want. It's someone that you've recognized from I almost said from the past, and you want them to come back around. I'm not putting my energy in this. This is purely on you, Gem. But there's this element of you manifesting this person in. That Four of Coins. Let's look at, why is that here? That just doesn't seem to sit. Ace of Coins. Again, Ace of Coins duplicating itself. So it's a really strong message that this is a new opportunity and something to do with homing. Perhaps it's your real estate agent. Perhaps you move and you meet this person. Again, obviously career is an easy one with your workplace and all that jazz. But Four of Coins, you know what it's saying for me? That this isn't the person coming, this is for you. You need to let go of this Four of Coins energy of holding onto things too tightly on your scarcity mindset to be able to welcome in this new opportunity. This new opportunity is not coming in unless you let go. We've got this let go message over here, and I'm strongly getting this let go message over here. Let go, let flow, be in the place of receiving, and new opportunities will come in. Now it could be letting go. Maybe there is someone out there you really like, but it's letting go of pulling them in at a certain time, certain place. Why not see what the universe has to offer and focus on you and see if they come back around of their own volition, rather than you trying to call it in and work so hard on it. So I'm definitely getting this idea of you need to let go a little bit here, Gemini, on that situation or on past hurts and past baggage as well. Okay, Justice. The Chariot. So we've got Cancer energy here. We can also, it's also one of the fastest, or the fastest card in the deck. We have this Aphrodite on her clamshell with a love cherub in the background and a couple of swans. Again, that swan theme. We've got the swans repeating here and swans here. Remember, swans, you know, they do start out as like the ugly duckling or the little ugly little creature that they are, and then they blossom. So this could be someone who perhaps you're having a massive glow up and you're being recognized and you're going out there and putting yourself out there amongst people, or it could be they've had a glow up and you really like that. That's just a weird side message I'm getting there. But we've got the Chariot, so it could have something to do with travel, could be someone you met in Cancer season, could easily be a Cancerian person as well. But in terms of justice, this feels like I'm getting this absolute balance, because a Chariot, you can't, I mean, I've never tried, but you can't drive a chariot unless there is an equilibrium. Gemma over at Gemstone Tarot says it's like, you know, trying to ride two horses with one ass. Not possible. But the Chariot is balance. So it's something to do with balance, to do with this energy, to do with being in harmony and knowing what you want and going forward in grace and style. Let's just cover up that just there. So we've got Justice. But what I was going to say, sorry, is Justice is we've got the balance of the scales, right? In the Chariot, we've got the balance of the swans. So there's definitely this element of new love is coming in, but it comes in balance. Don't chase, but then don't be too cold either. Be open to it. Equal exchange, equal fairness, being available to speak. This card wants to pop. Queen of Cups. That's your Cancer card again, and also third decan Gemini. So if you are born later in the month of, or the season of Gemini, this could be you. But we've got both the Cancer cards coming out here in Justice and wanting balance. Very intuitive, very loving, very emotional, sometimes too emotional, sometimes not emotional enough, but that's on them to find that balance in this connection. But there definitely could be a Cancer coming towards you. And trust the timing. We've got the Fates, which is the Wheel of Fortune card in this. So this is all about divine timing, Gem. You might need to have a little bit of patience. Maybe the message you maybe need to hear right now is trust it's coming. Be open to it, but don't be rushing it, okay? Let it come towards you. All right, let's take a look. And the Eight of Cups. What is the Eight of Cups here for? Okay, Ten of Cups. Okay, so in order to have your happiness and your heart's content, you need to let go of what's really upsetting you. Getting this eclipse energy here. Eclipse season is around September, I believe, but do correct me below or pop in dates below if you do know them. But in order to seek your future, you've got to let go of what just isn't happening. You can't have gorgeous new things come in if you've still got things. It's like your linen cupboard or your Tupperware cupboard. Right? You're not ramming anything more fantastic in there unless you take out what's tattered, old, broken and mismatched, what doesn't align with you anymore, what doesn't feel good. Okay, it's time to let go of all that junk. It's not in your trunk anymore, and make space for gorgeous new wish fulfillment and happiness and joy to come in. 2 cards from the top want to come. There you go, you got Devil, which is Capricorn energy. Talk about letting go. The Devil can represent codependency, toxicity, bad habits. So it's time to let go. And also Capricorn energy, that is Christmas season as well. So definitely maybe getting a timeline here. Be patient, work on yourself, work on what brings you in joy. It is coming in, because you've got the Hierophant, which can also represent marriage, as can the Justice card. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, but it's about institutions, it's about the way things we do, learning. You could meet this person through doing a course, whether that's online or in person, hopefully more in person, so you don't get some sort of weird catfisher or whatnot. But the Hierophant could be a mentor person, could be someone who is older than you, but we've got that connection here as well. And let's just get you the bottom of the deck. Let's see what it says. We've got the Princess of Wands. So this is the Page of Wands. It's something new, starting fresh, something coming in, something a little bit eager beaver, if you get my drift. And so it's a little bit of immature energy, but trust it, work with it, let go of what you need to get. You got lots of let go messages, and trust the timing in on this one, Gemini. I know Christmas seems like a long way away, but I mean, my grandparents got married on Christmas Eve, and you know, they were married until they passed away in the last few years. So there's lots of good things to come in at Christmas, except that fucking Mariah Carey song. Just don't even think about it. It'll be in your ears and you'll be able to forget about it. Okay, let's take a look. Let's get you a couple of affirmation cards from Light Whispers, and then that is your mid-August check-in. Okay, let's look. All right, letting go. I let go of comparison and competition, understanding that my journey is unique and incomparable. I feel like I could just stop it there, because you've got lots of let go messages here, Gem. And then one more. Momentum. Every day in every way, I am growing, evolving, and becoming the best version of myself. Small steps every day, Gemini. That has been your mid-August check-in. I hope there was something here for you. I do hope it resonated. Oh, wait a minute. The bottom of the deck wants to come. Let's take a look. Choice. I choose to see the good in every situation, knowing that every experience is a valuable lesson. And I feel like this really comes with this weaving flowers and this creativity down here. It's your choice. It's your choice how you wake up each day. Some days are harder than others. I get that. But find little rituals and ways that make you feel good, and call that good vibration back to you. Take care, Gem, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.